Hello, everybody. Welcome. Wonderful. I see a lot of people from Dallas, San Jose, Jackson, Wharton, New Jersey, Arkansas, Seattle, Henderson, North Carolina, and Atlanta. Wonderful. My son just graduated from Georgia Tech. He did masters in 3.5 years. So my my trips to Atlanta are done. Okay. So welcome everyone. This is the BSMD webinar. BSMD is a really wonderful program. If your child is looking to apply to med school or pursue a career in the medical field, the BSMD program, the BSM, the BR, like wonderful programs to even consider. But please don't think that, oh my God, is my stats good? Do I have a chance? All that self-doubt, getting sucked into the tyranny of how, stop with that. Okay, so applying to the BSMD program means you're trying to scale the Mount Everest. Okay, so when you try to scale the Mount Everest, you're going to reach the base camp. So base camp is the pre-med program. So yes, so preparing for BSMD is extremely good and valuable because it's going to help you with your BSMD program, your profile, with your pre-med program. Your profile is going to get very strong that your child will get a lot of offers for the pre-med track as well. So we are experts at building that BSMD profile. If a student is in 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, that's what we do. Build the profile, build the wow factor of the extracurricular activities. You cannot be average here. And when I mean average, it's not just grades. Okay. So a BSMD program is 1 to 5% acceptance rate. So they're looking for students who are in that cream, the 1 to 5%. And it's not just academics, it's extracurricular activities, it's volunteering, it's research, all those kind of things that really stand out. And my students have gotten anywhere from 1 to 4 BSMD acceptances with scholarships. And that is how you got to play this game, because it's extremely competitive. If you're applying to a BSMD program like Hofstra, they are very clear. They have announced if you're not in the top 5%, don't bother applying. Or if it's St. Louis, if you have a C, you cannot apply. So there are so many rules and regulations. But does that mean you should stop trying? No. So I'm just going to show you the complete process. Number one, I'm going to show you the different options that are there. Number two, the key ingredients. There are six factors that you've got to etch it in your mind, and they have to be there, period. And then the whole application process that works. Yes, your child might not be in the senior year, but knowing about the application is very important. And we offer counseling programs that are extremely unique. You will not find it anywhere else because we have experience. We have built that through trial and error, and we know what works and what doesn't work. Okay, so the rule of the game is there's nothing called as a silly question. You put everything in the chat, and I'll get to it in the end. And anything, just please put it in the chat, and we will get to that. And please join our Facebook group. Congratulations to us. We reached 10,000. Our our group reached to 10,000. We have so many wonderful parents, counselors, experts to help you there. So please join our socials. Actually, if you just go into all our social media, you can build the whole profile. You don't even need me. I've had students who kind of come and tell me that, hey, you know what? Thank you very much. I built a whole profile from all the videos on your YouTube and social media. So that's all it is. I've put my YouTube channel. You'll see all the wonderful information that is there. And of course, our Facebook group. Okay, so without further ado, let's get started. Your time is very valuable, and you're going to learn a lot. I will make sure that by the time you leave, you will know what the BSMD program is and how to help your child. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, here we go. Let me just move this here. Okay, so you see this. Okay, so this is our presentation. So don't worry, everything is recorded and live streamed. So you can go back and watch it in any of our channels. Okay, it'll be running there. Okay, any questions, just put them in the chat. This is the BSMD admissions process. Okay, a bit about me. I'm an immigrant. I studied in India and I was very, very frustrated with the lack of clarity in the college application process. Okay, when my older son was applying, like about 6 years back, it was extremely difficult to find opportunities and to build that. There were not that many Facebook groups or anything, right? So I decided I need to do something. I left my corporate job and I'm a full-time college counselor. Okay, so these are my stats. I'm a Tony Robbins certified life coach. I'm a positive psychology coach. I coach ADHD kids. I'm an executive functioning skills coach, which is the prefrontal cortex of the brain. I started off as a study skills coach. Okay, so that's all I did for a few years, is to help students get a better grades. Students who were getting C's, and then who had social issues. And then as my practice grew, people started asking me about college counseling, at which point I went to UC Berkeley and did my college counseling. And now my whole team is trained in the UC Berkeley way. I'm so happy to announce that my head of counseling, she finished her career counseling course from UC Berkeley. And trust me, they're not easy at all. I'm a meditation instructor. I'm also, like I said, I did my college counseling from UC Berkeley, and a lot of them, they shadow me for my counseling methods. Okay. And yes, I studied in REC Calicut in India. My husband graduated from the Harvard Extension School. He took 5 years to finish. My oldest son graduated from Georgia Tech in 3.5 years with masters. Okay, and my younger son is a rising senior. He's not a STEM kid. He wants to do political science and policy change. I live in Chester Springs, Pennsylvania. It's a lovely town, suburbs of Philly. And I've had 20 years of corporate experience. I was a corporate misfit. I always wanted to do something on my own, and this is my calling. Okay. Okay, so who is this program for? Let's set that right. If you want to skyrocket your child's success, you are in the right place, because we have like wonderful, wonderful programs. We will give you the exact blueprint for success. Okay, it's like you want to get into a cave and light a matchstick. We will come with a blowtorch and help you build that profile. Our profiles are bold, brash, and brave, and that's what colleges are looking for. And you want to create an unbeatable profile. For BSMD, you need to have passion projects, advanced study skills, because you need to have like very good AP courses, course rigor. You want research, we offer that. Expert mentorship. You want to outplay your competition. We have cutting edge technology. Then you want to, main thing is to make your child eternal learners. And that's what we teach. Whatever it is, there are no shortcuts in our world. Okay. And this is the agenda for today. You will know about the different medical paths, the BSMD versus BSDO, the ingredients of a key successful medical applicant, our gifted GABA results, and everything. You will find that everything here. Okay. And I just want to let you know, we are not for everybody. Okay. Not everybody tunes into our frequency, because we have certain rules, right? If you're looking for shortcuts, we are not for you. Okay. And you are superbly hardworking, but you are reluctant when it comes to your child putting in work. We are not for you, because it's extremely hard to get into this program. Okay. And you feel like your child has to put minimal effort and get maximum overnight success. Nada. Nonce. It's not possible. And you feel like grades alone are going to carry your child to the BSMD program. No, it won't work. And if you're looking for a deal, you're a deal seeker, and you want everything like a Thanksgiving sale, this place is not for you, because we hire the best experts, and they come at a price. And that's how we are able to provide quality. Okay, so that's it. That's out of the way. Okay, let's go. So freebies will be announced at the end. We're going to give you a complete free scholarship guide. I mean, that is like something that I have built. My middle name should have been scholarship, because I get the best scholarships. So you'll get that whole free guide where I go over how to build the essay, the resume, activities, everything. But you've got to stick around till the end of the webinar. Okay. And okay, so ready to make an impact? Let's go. I'm going to teach you everything there is about the BSMD program. Okay. So our success, my students have gotten into Stanford, UPenn, Cornell, Harvard Pre-Med, Carnegie Mellon, all the UCs, NYU, just about top colleges. Sorry, I don't have all the logos here. You have to forgive me. Johns Hopkins Full Tuition. Okay. And This is our BSMD success. They've gotten into pretty much every BSMD program that you can think about. Harvard Pre-Med, St. Louis, Texas NMed, Augusta, St. Bonaventure, Hofstra, Vanderbilt, UC Merced SJV Plus, NYU Pre-Med, University of South Alabama was full tuition, Stony Brook, Indiana University. I've forgotten. There's just way too many BSMD programs that my students have gotten into. Okay, and this is something that I want to share with you. If you're multitasking, please come back because this slide is super important. Now, the cost of BSMD program is anywhere from $70 to $85,000. Okay, and coming to me, or coming to our organization, brings you all those pesky scholarships to bring down the cost between 35 to 55K. That is what we aspire to do. So this is one of my students. She got 4 BSMD acceptances, and she shortlisted 3, Drexel, Hofstra, and St. Louis. And look at the amount of scholarships that she got with our help. And she ended up going to Hofstra, which is about 37K. Hofstra is an amazing BSMD program. So this is what is the cost of attending BSMD. Okay, and this is her acceptance letter from Hofstra. Okay, so I'm going to go over the formula, all about the medical programs. So basically, what are the different paths? Okay, you have the traditional path. There's nothing wrong with it. It's 4 years of undergrad. You have to take your MCAT, then you have to submit your medical application and get into the med school. So this is the traditional path. Okay, and so this is the medical admission requirement, that you need a high MCAT score, anywhere from 508 to 514. You need overall GPA, science GPA, organic chemistry, all that. Then you need to have shadowing experience, clinical experience, research, other volunteering experience, letters of recommendation. If you're multitasking, please come back. You want to take a snapshot of this, please take it, because this will come back in another format. This is a very, very important information that I'm providing you, because it's going to come back to the requirements of BSMD, which is fairly similar. Okay. Next is the early assurance program. This is something in between the traditional and the BSMD. So basically, students get to apply to the early assurance program after 2 years. Okay, so they kind of test waters. They don't know what they want to do. It's a big commitment, right? So what they do is they get to apply in the sophomore year. This is a very, very popular program, and they can like just test it out for 2 years before applying. This is a very, very popular. Case Western is like this. U Toledo is a early assurance program. Okay, then the combined medical program is why you are here, which is BS and MD. So in the sense, there's no separate application process in between. So you get selected in your senior year to the 7 or 8 year program. So it's called like the combined medical program, accelerated medical program, direct medical program, BSMD program, whatever you call, it's combined together. Okay. And yeah, and also please don't think that it does not have an MCAT requirement. They do have MCAT requirement. It's like a conditional acceptance. Got it? So they will say, oh, in order, Drexel, like for example, Hofstra that gave my student acceptance said, hey, you are in the program, but to get into the next step, we need 508, right? So that is a conditional requirement. But that's much better, because after going to the traditional program, a lot of students take a gap year to get their MCAT score. And then what they do is they then have to go through the separate application process, which is extremely painful. So this gives you a peace of mind that that like, oh, there is hope. I have something in my hand. Okay, so it's an extremely important step that you need to remember. Okay, and what is the acceptance rate? It's between 1 to 5%. And a lot of BSMD programs are going away. Boston University has removed it. Northwestern has removed it because the cost of conducting this program is very, very high. So they want to make sure that they get the best candidates, the cream of the crop, who can survive this notoriously hard program. They have to spend a lot of money on equipment, resources, professors, labs, and everything. So it's a very, very expensive program for the colleges. As a result, they're very, very selective. Okay. Another excellent option is the BSDO. So DO doctors, typically they are primary care physicians, internal medicine, OBGYN, and pediatrics. Please watch closely who your primary care physician is. My primary care physician is Dr. Halgado, and he's a DO, and he's a wonderful, wonderful physician who takes care of us. Okay, so DO is a very good program. Please don't discount that. Only that it is different. Okay, it's a different field altogether, or a different way of medicine. So MD is allopathy or modern medicine. DO is osteopathy or osteopathic manipulative treatment, sports medicine, all that. It's a different kind of a treatment that they do. I mean, in India, you must be knowing Ayurvedic and all that, homeopathic and all. They're all different streams of it, but this is not as extreme as homeopathic, which is woo woo kind of science, right? So I know a lot of students, they like to pick DO. They say, oh, Joe, I'm going to treat basketball patients and injuries and surgeries and make millions. So that's a very, very up and coming field that is very, very popular. Okay, so any questions? Now is the time that I want to ask people, what program do you choose? What is your program? What program is your favorite? Is it the traditional? Is it the traditional? Okay, traditional, early acceptance, BSMD, or BST? You can put it in the chat. Okay, all my words are kind of chopped off, but you get the sense. You can put it in the chat. I'm going to continue with that. I'm sorry, it just gets chopped off when I try to. Okay, so now we're going to segue into what makes a great PSMD profile. Okay, so this is extremely important slide. If you're multitasking, please come back. If you want to take a snapshot of the slide, you may, because these are the 6 key admission categories. Number 1 is academics. Test score, it's never test optional in the BSMD program. Okay, research, extremely important. Community service or volunteering, clinical exposure or shadowing, and then wow factor of the extracurricular activities. Okay, if you just think that, oh, my child is in HOSA, you've done it, nada. HOSA is a very average extracurricular activity. Okay, so your child needs to have a wow factor. Okay, and that's super duper important. Any questions about the 6 key ingredients, put them, because I'm going to explain them in detail. Number 1 is academics. They're looking for high GPA, class rank if it's offered. AP and IB courses, doesn't matter if it is IB. IB is very, very well sought after. So please don't think that is important. So the courses is what they are looking for, and it's the 4. I call it the golden rectangle. Please remember this. If you're multitasking, come back. So you absolutely, student needs to have AP biology, AP chemistry, physics 1, okay, is good. A math, calculus, AB. That's the bare minimum requirement. If you want to do BC, that's perfectly fine. Stats is a bonus, but calculus, AB has to be there in a student. So if you want to be a competitive candidate, you have to have these 4 AP courses in your profile. Any questions about this, please ask away, because it's super important. I have students coming to me and say, oh, I never took physics. Physics is important because it's problem solving, and doctors need to have that, and colleges love to see that. Okay, then they look for high course rigor. If your school offers like 50 or 60 APs, then you're expected to have at least 10 or 15 to be a competitive candidate. My son, a crazy kid, graduated with 20 APs. Okay, 20 APs, and he shaved off 1 whole year in Georgia Tech. So that's how important it is. Okay, then the test scores, it's not test optional, it's test mandatory. Very high scores are needed, about 1500 plus, 34 plus in ACT. And I love ACT over SAT. Colleges don't see one or the other. You can take both, but I personally prefer ACT. Okay. Then extracurricular activities that I mentioned, the wow factor, it's the combination of research, shadowing, volunteering, and all that. Your profile has got to stand out. Okay. And if you think that you're in a HOSA club and you're doing everything that everybody is doing, then you're just about average, because there's nothing that is standing out in your profile. Okay. So the volunteering, you can volunteer in hospice care. This is very, very popular, the senior citizen, right? So just go to your nearest senior citizen, and if you join our program, we will teach you how to start a club in school that's called the Horizon Club. And in that Horizon Club, what happens is students go and volunteer in a neighboring seniors club. So if you're part of our program, we will teach you how to start this particular Horizon chapter. Okay. And students can do that. Then hospital volunteering, all these are very, very important. You need a minimum of 100 hours volunteering, healthcare related volunteering, STEM related volunteering for the program. Okay. And then shadowing can be with pediatricians, physicians, dentists, chiropractors. Doesn't matter. Please don't come and say, oh my god, I cannot find any shadowing. You go to Walmart, you go to Costco, you see an eye clinic, go and shadow the optometrist. They are all medical professionals. Any person with a doctor in before their name is taking care, is like providing healthcare or anything. You can shadow them. Dentists are also perfectly fine. So please don't see that. My student got into a lot of programs. She shadowed a dentist. Okay. So this is very, very important. Again, you need like 100 hours for all 4 years. And please don't think that, oh, I have more volunteering, so shadowing is not important, or I'll go to India and do shadowing. These are all things that raise red flags. Okay. Like it has to be like a very authentic doctor, and you need to get a letter from their letterhead that you shadowed there. So it's very, very important. And also, if you go to India, it's just for 3 weeks. You cannot put it in. Please try to find shadowing within the United States. And then research. Research is the number one extracurricular activity that makes it like the wow factor. Okay. So basically there are two types of research that you can do: is publish a research paper, which we offer. It's secondary research analysis, which is perfectly valid. Colleges know that. And working in a lab or a clinic, which is simply impossible after the pandemic. I have so many contacts. I keep asking them, can you take my student in CHOP and everything? And they're like, no, after the pandemic, it's extremely difficult. So students can publish a research paper, and I'm going to show you what programs we offer, which is very, very popular. And our students do this, publish their research paper, and we have seen them getting a lot of acceptances and scholarships. Okay, so what is a well-researched paper? Is we make our students write a research paper that they can submit it for publishing, which is peer reviewed by experts. Okay, there are professors who are faculty professors who peer review the research paper, and it's published in a scientific journal. Okay, and the topic has to be from the medical field. Okay. Then any questions so far about the components? Let me have you digest this a bit and give my throat a break. Any questions about? I will answer all your questions. Yeah. So any questions so far about the 6 components? Does it make sense? Do you think it's like not necessary? Like to know your thoughts. Okay. So let me just continue. Okay, now we're going to go over a resume of a BSMD, BSDO candidate. So this is my student. She got into both BSMD, Nova Southeastern with a lot of scholarship, and SLU also with a lot of scholarship. Okay, so as you can see here, she did 3 research papers, and you can put the DOI link of your research. Her paper was successfully published. So we help students publish their research paper, and you can put that in your resume. So it makes it look like really, really good. Okay. She had 2 research papers. I'm sorry. Okay. So she had 2 research papers, actually 3. The third one was not published. She said by the time she went to the interview, her research paper was published. Okay, so I'm just going to go over. As you can see here, she had a research internship with us. After she did her research, we invited her back to mentor students to write the research paper. So that is something that we offer. Shadowing, she went to a dentist. Okay, volunteering, she went to a hospital. Then there's leadership experience and everything. And then the common question is, oh, is paid research valid? It's perfectly valid. We are not lying anywhere. There's a common misconception that paid research has no value. If you think that you can like cold call about 100 or 200 professors and not hear back, then that is your choice. But I'm being a college counselor. There has been no problem with our students. 300 students, 350 students have gone through our program, and we've had no problem. And in fact, I have written recommendations for them where they asked me how much I charge for the program, and I have specified that. And in the college application, you don't need to say that you paid for it. You write the professor's name in it. Okay, and if you have any kind of recommendations, and it's perfectly valid, colleges know that it is a paid program. There is nothing wrong with the paid program. In fact, it tells the colleges that yeah, they made an effort, right? So my students, this is their stepping stone the very first time they do research with us. And then they use this research to go to the next step. Like, for example, my student who got into Stanford, she used our research paper to get into the MIT biomedical internship. Okay, she used our research, right? And after that, she got into Stanford. So that is how important this is. Okay. Any questions, please put away. And this is our other student who got into the Rensselaer Polytechnic BSMD program. Okay, so Rensselaer Polytechnic only takes 18 students, and this girl is pretty darn amazing. She got in. As you can see, look at her course. She has a lot of APs. She has a lot of honors. Okay, she had PVSA award, volunteering award. She was a founder of Chemistry Club. She was a founder of Artificial Intelligence Club. Look at the amount of shadowing she has, and also her research engagement. And everything is right here. You can put links to the videos. We also do that. We record our students. Let me just show you. So what we do is our students' final presentations, we record them, and students can put them, insert them in their resume. Like, for example, this is the final presentation or thesis defense of our cancer students who did cancer research. Okay, so they can embed this presentation in their resume. Okay, so that's a valid one as well. Colleges love to see that you've given a thesis defense with a professor and everything. So we provide that complete thing. And this is the list of I'm just going to get to that, but these are the list of published research papers. So the papers get successfully published in this journal, and they can put the DOI link, and the colleges can look at it. You can see the PDF is there, the hypothesis is here, the abstract is here. It gives very good authenticity to their application, and we've been like extremely successful in getting our students. From the past 4 years we've been running this program, about 350 students have gone through our program. 150 plus students have submitted their papers and successfully got published. It's just that students lose and just drop off and don't submit their papers. Okay, so we teach them how to write the 4,000 word research paper. So this is the resume of two of our candidates. Okay, so any questions, please put them. I'll address in the in the in the end. And also, Soumya, can you put one by one links instead of putting it all together? Just put the YouTube link separately, our college website separately, and our Facebook group. Okay, so that people can get into that. Okay, so this is all our links. Soumya, please put them one by one. Okay. Yeah, you can join that. Okay, now for the BSMD process, and just okay, this is our website. Just search for Gifted Gapper. Okay, so this is the application process. It's a three-step process. You have the Common App application where you submit your undergrad. Then you have the medical application which you need to be invited to, and then there is a mini medical interview that is there. Okay, so it's a three-step process to get into the BSMD program. Okay, and this medical application is intensive. There are a lot of essays, resume, recommendations, and everything. So it's very time consuming, and we help students. And preparing for the mini medical interview as well, we prepare our students for the mini medical interview. And then Casper test is also very, very important. Casper is a psychological test that Drexel and Hofstra needed. So we prepare our students for that. Okay, so the question is, have you gained clarity about the different programs? I want to hear from you. What are your thoughts? Have you gained clarity? Okay, are you marginally more of I mean, do you know, now that you've been here, have you learned about the different programs? What are your thoughts? I'd like to hear about that. Okay, and so how do you beat the competition? Create a plan that differentiates from others. That's it. You cannot have a plan if you have to be in the top 1 to 5%. And the way to do that is to make sure that your profile is unique. That is it. Okay, and how do you do that? Through our solutions. Okay, so we do have a fall research program where students work with two professors. One is a research expert and one is a creative writer, because we want to show students, we want to show colleges that our students can write a research paper. They are intelligent and everything. So that is what we assure. We assure a 4,000 word scientific research paper that's ready to be published. Okay, and yes, so we have cancer, we have neuroscience, we have infectious diseases, we have nanoscience, reproductive organs, AI, genomics, and genetics. Okay, these are our most popular. Eighth graders can only take disease modeling. Eighth and ninth graders can take disease modeling only. We don't allow them in cancer because it's you need to have honors biology and AP biology to get into the cancer and neuroscience. Okay. Okay, let me just check what's going on. Yeah, our Gifted Group GABA program website is running. Why is it saying it's unavailable? Yeah, I'll answer your questions, but please go over our website. That's giftedgabber.com. You'll see everything right there. Okay, so that's our website. Okay, and a brochure will also be available on our site. Okay, so I want to speak about the research professors. Our neuroscience is closed. That's the most popular program. It's a professor from University of Southern California. Amazing students do research on neurodegenerative diseases. Okay. Then we have cancer professor. It's a very, very popular program, and our students have gotten a lot of acceptances. He is an expert from Wayne State University. He's a cancer expert, immunology expert. So students work with him. He's amazing. Okay. And then we have this professor from Bethel University. She is an amazing mentor for younger grades, which are like 8th and 9th grade. Absolutely wonderful professor. She's a full professor from Bethel University. Please remember, if you do research with a PhD aspirant, it's a blog. You have to do research with a university professor. And that's very, very important. Okay. And this is a professor from Arizona State University. She teaches nanoscience, nanoparticles, extremely important. The student who got into NSU and SLU did do research on nanoscience. It's a very up and coming field. So please don't think that you only have to do cancer, or neuroscience. Okay. And then this is the professor for AI. Amazing. I'm so proud of everybody. Then we have creative writers who are experts in scientific research paper writing. This is Professor Virgil. He's like a rock star. Every student of mine will ask for him because he will make sure that you write a wonderful research paper that will get published. Okay, so basically, he's a licensed creative writer. So students meet with the main professor and the creative writers to write a research paper. Okay. And this is Professor K. She's amazing. She takes care of the technical AI aspect of it. Okay. So how do you register? It's all virtual. It's all available on giftedgabber.com. Okay. And we have weekly sessions. All the information is available on our website. I'm just going to quickly go over. So you can go over here. You can go to the courses, and I'm just going to show you how to register. If you see here, our fall research program is here. You will have cancer, nanoscience, disease modeling, and everything. Then a group counseling is also here, which I'm going to go over. Or you can combine the research and group counseling, the BSMD counseling all together. Okay, so we are closing out. All the classes are starting this Sunday. Okay, so we will not allow any more students to enroll because it starts this Sunday. Okay, and let me go over that, giftedgabber.com. And then I want to go over our counseling, which is like so darn unique. Okay, you want to create the wow profile, you have to come to us. So this is the 10-week program where we go over the overall competitive landscape, how to the course selection, how to prepare for SAT, ACT, honors and awards. We have extracurricular wow factor, creating a cover letter and resume, volunteering opportunities. We will help you get the best, how to build those honors and awards, this passion project, this career exploration, and then there's a one-on-one session that students can apply to. They will get it. Okay, so it's a very comprehensive program. And then if you're a senior applying to a BSMD program, it's very important because Penn State is due October 15th. Okay, and what's included? We pretty much are a full service. We will help you write the essays, the resume, interview, website, you name it, we have it. Okay, so we are a team of 20, and we have the best acceptance with that because we have experts. I mean, people have hired me 2 hours before the college submissions, and I've gotten a lot of acceptances. So we can help you any way possible. Okay. So again, we help with the 3-step process, which is the Common App application for the undergrad, then the BSMD application. It's a separate portal. Then we help you with the mini medical interview. Okay, it's not too late. We can help you with that. We help with 5 BSMD or BSDO programs. We help with the application, essay, resume, preparation, everything. Okay. And okay, so benefits of joining, it's a structured program. It's like you don't need to write, like, we're not going to throw a prompt at you and say, write the essay. We give you the rubric. We give you the brainstorming exercises, templates, and everything to like drive maximum scholarships and acceptances. Okay, so why participate in research? Why is research so important? Of course, colleges are looking for an extracurricular activity which is rare or atypical. Got it? Research is the #1 extracurricular activity. It's also a passion project, so we help students create it into a passion project. It demonstrates intellectual curiosity. It makes subject matter experts in that. It shows colleges that students are deep learners, right? And it's a unique activity. And please don't think that you have AP research. AP research is part of the curriculum. It's not an extracurricular activity. Okay, so you cannot put it in the extracurricular activity session. Research has to be done under a university professor. Okay, so that's what it is. And our program success, Rensselaer Polytechnic, I think some people were asking stats, so I'm going to throw it at you. Rensselaer accepts 700 applicants, and only 15 to 18 are selected, and our student Anuprabha got in. Okay, so I just came back from LA for my conference, and we meet with admission officers, right? We get to meet with admission officers, and this is the stats directly from them. Okay, and we had Ria Mehta, who got into 4 BSMD programs, and our students get into 1 to 2 BSMD program acceptances on an average. Okay. And yeah, so and also our research program success, our students have been featured in newspapers and everywhere. uh, why is this not coming up? Okay. Okay, so as you can see here, wait. Okay, so this is our student whose paper was published. We were also mentioned here, like for example, professor who taught her cancer research, Jyotsna Ketar, and then Professor Virgil. We also help with passion projects and help them with getting media attention. Okay, that's our specialty. So she got her article got published multiple places, and yeah. Okay. And okay, I'm sorry, there's something going on. Okay, and this is our students acceptance letter, which was handwritten by the admission officer. We really have experts in essays, and we get this out. It says, I enjoyed learning about Garba through your essay, and I'm happy that it makes you feel connected to your culture. So she got into Hofstra, and the the admission officer hand wrote it. And as you can see here, she got 152K in scholarship from there. So that has been the results. Okay. And also, this is the acceptance letter to Duke, and I want to read it to you. I enjoyed reviewing your application, and the admissions committee was impressed by your innovative projects and research prowess. So you see how important research is and how effective our research program has been in college acceptances. Okay. And these are all some parental love. Johns Hopkins student got full tuition. St. Bonaventure, pretty much everywhere that you can think about, our students have gotten it. And a passion project success. So this is a student who showed up on Fox 29 News because he has a suicide prevention mission. So we help students with the media, building a media profile as well. This is extremely critical. This is like a feather in the cap if you show up on TV and you get media coverage. So we help students with that as well as part of our program. Okay. And any questions and you want to schedule a call, you can schedule a call. Tomorrow, you can meet me using this particular link. And any questions that you have, you can ask them like tomorrow. And then just for being with us today, if you enroll, you get $150 off by applying the coupon code return. So put the coupon code return and you will get $150 off. It's just for today. It expires tonight. Okay. And let me just share the scholarship link. This is the free scholarship guide. You will have all the kind of information that you want for scholarships, how to build a scholarship, everything for free. Okay. And okay, so let's start with the questions. Okay, so let me just go ahead. Okay, so let me start from the beginning. Okay, so I'm just getting to that. Okay, how is supplementary? Oh my God, Mahesh, supplementary essays are the money makers. Okay, so it is how you show the colleges you love them. So scholarships or institutional scholarships, which is scholarships given by colleges, are very, very important. They are won through supplemental essays. Okay, so I have a question. For surgeons, do we choose BSMD or BSD? Both of them. BSD also, you do a lot of surgery, so it doesn't matter where it is. Okay, so the next question. I'm a high school sophomore. Would it be best to prepare for pre-med program? Would it be different? Prepare for the BSMD program. That way you're preparing for the pre-med as well. Got it? Okay, is calculus BC important to BSMD? AB is important, most important. You meant AB, calculus AB is super important. Yes. Okay, so the question is, why do you prefer ACT over SAT? ACT is very predictable. SAT is like a marathon. The questions are harder, you get more time. ACT is more critical thinking. It's like quick on your foot, and it's got a science section, which is actually not science. It's more critical thinking and math. And my students do very well in ACT. Okay, and if you join my program, I'll give you my best tutor. He helped my son tutor who scored very, very well. My kid is in 11th grade doing pre-cal. Next year, will you do calculus? It's good enough. So Anu, you can join our program. We will help you map out all the courses and everything. What happens is parents learn all the information and they create a patchwork of a profile. You come to us, everything is taken care of. Okay. Do hard classes in history matter? Pahel, this is a often biggest misconception that history is not important. We are in America. They are looking for APUSH, which is AP US history. History is also important. Please don't assume that, oh, my child is going to be a doctor. They don't need any foreign language. They don't need any history. I'm just going to take only STEM. No, they are looking for history courses. AP histories are very, very important. Okay. Okay. So the next course is SAT range. Okay. Anywhere from 150 to 1500 to 1550. Okay. Great question. Shadowing in doctors is valid. Please, no, don't do that because you need to authenticate that in a letterhead, and it raises I've asked admission officers, they feel like they're not very comfortable with it because it's just 3 weeks that you do shadowing. Please don't do that. Do that in India. Okay. Shadowing in India work too, don't do that. Not I mean, I don't recommend it. I mean, it's up to you. I just give you the advice. I'm going to tell you what I've heard from my admission officers and what's best, but ultimately it's your decision. I'm not going to stop you. Okay. My daughter is in IB math and has calculus, has no special. And this is a very specific question, Shifali. That's something that can be answered in our counseling, because we need to look over their profile and everything. So please join our program and we will be able to answer your question. Okay. Uh, okay. So this is done. Okay. My program, what was that? Did I answer that? Okay. So Shifali, please join our program. These are very specific questions that can only be helped in our counseling program. It's not like random. I don't have it. How do I pick it? It's wholesome. So we help you build all the 6 parameters. Okay, very important. Can I start shadowing? How can I get shadowing or volunteering? Like I said, you join our program. We will teach you how to start a Horizon Club. We will teach you how to look for volunteering opportunities and everything. Yeah, ninth grade is a perfect time to start our counseling. It's starting this weekend. So we will create a whole roadmap for you, where to go look for volunteering, where to go look for shadowing, how to do research. Everything is part of the program. Okay. What is the ideal batch to your program, and what's success rate? Research, about 99% of the students who submit their research paper get accepted, because our creative writers do a fantastic job in writing the research, like reviewing the research paper and submitting it. And I don't understand success rate. Yeah, success rate has been like 85%. You can go on our website as well. My students get into 90% of the colleges that they apply to, and they get multiple scholarship offers. Okay. How valid are paid research programs? Are the one perfectly valid. Like I mentioned, it's a common misconception. There's Polygens that's very, very popular, but Polygens is done by PhD aspirants. Mine is like full professors, and my students have gotten into exceptionally good programs, and that is because they had research in their profile. They did not wait for a unpaid free research. You can like write 200 cold emails to professors, they will not respond. They don't have the time for it. But whereas on the other hand, we pay our professors and they're invested in it. So there is nothing wrong in a paid program. Okay. Where do the papers get published? Like I showed you, it's Journal of Student Research. It's a valid, any journal that accepts high school students paper, you can submit it. The student is the author. Okay. History absolutely matters. Okay. If you get into the BSMD program, but MCAT score is below the school average, would the student be denied automatically into MS medical? They give you a couple of chances for that. And yeah, they give you a couple of chances for that. 508 is like the bare minimum. If you want to be a doctor, you better study well and do and good in MCAT. Otherwise, I'm not going to let that doctor come near me and cut my head out. Okay. I'm just kidding. Webinar is live streamed. You can go on our YouTube channel, which I'm going to share. Oh, where's my YouTube channel? Okay, YouTube channel. You will get all our. It's getting live streamed there. Please subscribe. You will see all our information right there. I'm just going to give you our YouTube channel. Everything is being live streamed. YouTube channel, LinkedIn, everywhere. Okay. Okay. The question is, do you assist in research publication? Absolutely. That's part of our program. We will help your students submit for publication. Yes. Okay. Your research can explain. I just explained that it is a 12-week program. It starts this weekend. You can either pick cancer. If you pick cancer, then they work with two professors. One is a cancer specialist. The first three classes they teach about what is cancer, the different components. Then with the creative writers, they learn how to write a 4,000 word research paper that we help submit for publishing. Okay. Can you clarify virtual shadowing? Do not recommend virtual shadowing. Please go in person. Okay. Pandemic is done. Please go in person. Like I said, go to your local dentist or eye specialist. I'm joining late. I missed details. Name of your consulting firm, Gifted Gabber. We've been sharing our website. So you can go to giftedgabber.com and you will get all our information. Just going to share that as well. Okay. Okay. And also virtual shadowing, I don't recommend. Okay. Is college resume good for 1 or 2 page? It depends on where you're applying. We have different versions. Penn State requires 1 page, but we don't think 1 page is enough. You saw Anuprabha's resume; it went for pages. She's so smart, right? How did she get so many shadowing? Oh, because she was a rock star. No, she was really a very hardworking student. Yeah, excellent. Um, Okay, the question, how can I get started on shadowing? Like I said, go to your local dentist, ask your pediatrician, join our program. We will help you. We will help you how to apply to the shadowing opportunities, how to see, and not everything can be answered in this webinar. This is an introduction to the program. You really want to build a profile, you need our expertise. So please join our program. Everything is listed right there. I'm just going to quickly share what is part of our BSMD counseling. Okay, so if you see here, our BSMP counseling, the whole curriculum is written there. Okay, so basically, these are the components that are there. We will go over each and every one of them. Okay, and these are all the things that are there. Okay, so all these questions, all these things are included in our. If you see here, the session 1 is discovery. Session 2 is preparing the course selection. Session 3 is the session 4. Everything is included, like mastering the resume. Every single thing is included in our program. Okay, and all the pricing details, everything is right here. All the details are there in our website. Okay, great question, everybody. Okay, what other questions do you think? Let me just go over. How many students? Okay, so last year I had about 15 students who were BSMD. All of them got at least one BSMD acceptances and many pre-med acceptances with scholarships. 90% of them get into the BSMD program. Okay, thank you for asking. What do you recommend start high school, 8th grade or 9th grade? 8th grade, we recommend infectious diseases research program. Okay, 8th grade is a good time to start. Okay, okay, we shared that. I have a question. AP history is super important. The question, okay. Yeah, AP histories matter a lot. So please don't miss out on that. If a 10th grader has AP bio and AP yeah, you can join cancer research. Yes, cancer is closing, Jayashree. We just have one, I think, because we only have 10 students in the class. The professor is very strict and he won't take more than that. So we will close it. So please enroll tonight. Apply return on the coupon code. If it's closed, then we can't help it. I think we're going to remove neuroscience because it's closed. Okay. How do you able to? Yes, we do research virtually because the professors are all over the country. It's an amazing experience because these are top-notch professors. They're invested in our students, and it's a wonderful experience to introduce your children to work under such experts. Okay. Um, how do they do research? Okay, there is no wet lab access. The problem is they being 16, less than 16, they're not allowed to go into any lab. We cannot get that responsibility, so there is no wet lab. But guess what? You finish this research, you have something in your resume. We teach you how to go and find the next good opportunity. Okay, you can either sit and look for a wet lab opportunity, which rarely comes, or you can get into a program and use it as a stepping stone to get into that wet lab. Okay. My son is applying for colleges. No, you can start research. You'll have to take the advanced research version because we will give you one-on-one sessions much before. So please pick the premium, because if you are a senior applying to colleges, then you have to get at least some amount of research done. We will arrange for one-on-one sessions with the professor. So please select the premium program in anything. Okay. Multiple research papers are published in same journal, or is there an option to publish in different journal? Raj, there is an option to publish in different journal because your child is the owner. I'm sorry, is the author, and also it's not like an adulting where you can apply only to one place. These are high school students. So yes. Okay, so have your students got into the BSMD Brown program? They haven't, and I don't recommend going them to that because it's like dunking a Rolls Royce in the Atlantic City. It's like $80,000 a year. A lot of my parents didn't want to do that. ED to Brown, so I don't have students in Brown. Okay, great question. How do you guys go about 10 weeks, or is it till the end? So the thing is, you should understand about high school students. You want to stretch it like a rubber band, you will lose their interest. So quick, we just tell them 10 weeks, but it takes about 12 weeks. If you expand it like a rubber band, you will lose their interest. This is a coaching method that I learned from Tony Robbins. It's called immersion. They are going to learn a lot in 10 weeks. They have to flex their muscle called the brain. That's it. It's accelerated, and they can do that. And you will see my students have turned into a butterfly from a cocoon. Please go to my YouTube channel. You will see them presenting. It's a wonderful program. Okay. And also, we invite students back to be our intern. Got it? So that is another extracurricular activity. So they are assigned 2 or 3 students whom they help mentor and go over their research paper and everything. And they're constantly learning. So Ria Mehta and all these people who got into the BSMD program, they came back in the summer to be our interns, right? So we have a very good ecosystem where they circle back. Okay, so this is our coupon code. Cancer is closing tonight. If you don't see it on our website, that means it's like finished. Okay. Any other questions? How can I start a club in 11th grade? Fantastic, Vidya. The thing is, we teach you how to start a Horizon Network club in your high school, through which you will go and do volunteering in a senior club. So please join our program. It is part of a passion project, and we will teach you how to start that program. We have all the paperwork, who to approach, and everything. It's a wonderful extracurricular activity. Okay. Is shadowing any country valid? You need like valid paperwork that you actually did it. Shadowing a regular PCP is enough, or has to be a regular PCP is enough? Okay. Okay, are there programs where wherein pre-med freshmen can apply for BSMD? Yes, it's the early acceptance program. Case Western has it, SLU has it, where in the sophomore year you apply. Okay. Does AP World matter? I didn't have a yes, please. World history matters. APUSH matters. Please do not ignore your history. Other research person, it's all virtual. Shriyan, it's virtual. Is it fine to take AP World? No, you need to have history. Okay. Shadowing a regular PCP, I answered that question. What is the time frame, commentary, and monetary commitment? Great question. I'm just going to go. Time commitment is 1 hour to attend the class with the research professor, 1 hour with the creative writer, another hour to do research. The more time the students puts in the research paper, the better it is. And the monetary commitment is all there on the website. It's $2,500, and you can put a $150 coupon that you can use. Okay. So, and we also have enhanced program, which is $3,000. Okay, which is a steal as compared to a Pioneer Academics that charges $6,000. Okay, so this is like less than half of what anybody can provide. Okay. Very interesting research program, but how does kid manage schedule if they have school debate over the honey? Rajeshri, the classes are on Sunday. Did you check the schedule? We have forced our professors to do. I don't think anybody has anything on Sunday. So definitely, and honey, this is a very very competitive world. Okay, you've got to balance everything. My son graduated with 20 APs, had all kinds of activities. He was able to do that, and he goofed off as a kid. Okay, so yes, you got to balance everything, right? Please look at the schedule and you will find everything. And it's a wonderful opportunity, is what I can tell you. Okay, how much does the program cost, Shriyan? Everything is there on our website. You have to enroll on our website, put your credit card in, and that is when you will be able to get into the program. I'm just going to share again. Okay, so this is our program. You will see everything here, the cost and everything, putting in your credit card, everything, the dates, the timing. It's on a Sunday. I cannot believe anybody would have any activity on a Sunday. We have kept it in such a way that students can attend this, right? So it's easily doable. Okay. And also, let me tell you a bit of a secret is that fall is the best time to take this because school is slow. It's not taken off. After the Christmas holidays, it just takes off. Okay, it gets much harder. The first 12 weeks of the school is not that hard, right? But in spring they have to give their AP exam and everything. It gets very very hard. So this is the perfect time. Okay. If student does paid research, how do you show in application? There is no way you put it in. Oh my God, I'm just going to share with you. There is no way in the college application that it asks you if it is paid or not. Even if it asks you, there's nothing wrong in saying that you've paid for it. They're not going to penalize you. We're not going to lie. So I'm just going to show you the Common App. There is no opportunity for you to say whether it's paid or not. You just go and mention the research professor's name and what you've done in your activities. Okay, I'm just going to show you. This is my dummy account. Going to go over the activities. As you can see here, you just put research, researcher, research project mentored by the professor name and what you did. So can you please explain to me where it asks you whether it's paid or not? Is there an opportunity here? No. So parents just overthink it. It's very very simple. Okay, there is no need to mention that it is paid. You will be putting the professor's name. Yeah, so Rajeshri, everything is available on our website. Cancer research, everything on our website. Have you been able to go to that? Yeah. Clinical pharmacist. If a pharmacy is not considered shadowing, they can do it's considered volunteering, but it has to be a doctor, not a pharmacist. A pharmacist is not a doctor, dispenses medication, right? But doctor is somebody who treats the ill, so that's important. Okay, so if you get accepted in the BSMD and the only required to care, do you have to continue with other things like research and volunteering too? It's all part of the program, Shreya. Their curriculum is very, very clear. So the whole BSMD program will guide you through that, right? And we help. Please join a program. We'll help you how to pick those programs and how to verify them. Okay. Do they get paid to come? Mm, what is it? I don't know which one it is. How do I sign up for counseling again? Advait, you can go into our website, giftedgabber.com, and there is okay. So right here, I'm just going to share. Okay. So here you go. Our research program is right here. Our counseling program is here. You can join the BSMD counseling program. It has all the details and you can sign into that. Okay, you can pick, yeah, you can pick the group or one-on-one. The group session is much cheaper than one-on-one. Okay, so you can pick this group or one-on-one, and you can finish off with your everything is right there. Okay. So that is how you enroll in our program. Okay, great question. Your example showed multiple virtual shadowing during pandemic. How many hours is typically? 100 is the total number of hours from 9th to 12th grade. So that's something that is important. It's accumulation of all grades, but more than 100 is what makes a student competitive. Okay, so anybody wants to call back, please call back. Would you help early acceptance? Early acceptance, yes, we help with everything. Is shadowing mandatory? Absolutely. That is very, very important because you want to see that a student has experienced being in a medical environment. So yes, it's very important. School debates run 3 days, Friday, Saturday. Oh, okay. So I'm sorry. uh, can't help it. Okay, if the timing is right, you enroll. Otherwise, best wishes. Got it. So you cannot let one activity take over your complete life, like band and all that stuff. So if the time is conducive, please enroll. Okay. Any other questions? If you want us to call back, please call back. If you want to schedule a free call with me, it's tomorrow. Yeah, and the coupon code is yeah, coupon code is right there. You want to schedule a free call with me? I'm just going to share that. Where is my oh, I have so many screens open, I'm going bonkers. Sorry about that. Okay, so this is the link to schedule a free call with me. Okay, so I look forward to seeing you. Our research programs are closing out. Our neuroscience is closed. And I look forward to seeing you all in my programs and putting your kids into wonderful colleges and tons and tons and tons of scholarships. So I want to thank you for making the time to come here. I know how precious your time is, and you have a job to juggle and everything. So you all care about your children. You're here because you want the best for your children, and I want to wish you well. Okay, bye now.